Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to your 2019 energy reading. So I have pulled 12 months worth of energy oracle cards to get the month by month just progression of where the energy is going as of now. And then we're going to do a love reading, love and relationships. We're going to do an abundance reading, and we're going to do a career success, life purpose reading for the month of 2019. Now, disclaimer, this is an overall reading. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate. It's just not meant for you because we're all on individual paths. And, sometimes a message comes through that's for one person. And if it's just not for you, it's not for you. Also, this is the energy as of now. We are powerful manifestors, and we can shift it. This is just guidance. This is not a set in stone prediction. We are creating our reality. We're creating our future with every thought we think, with every step that we take, with our overall energy. So this can absolutely shift. If there's something that, puts up a red flag for you, don't allow it to cause fear, but instead allow you to really contemplate. I encourage you to contemplate over it and how you can step into your power as a creator and a manifester. Okay. So if you are interested in a personal reading to get your overall projections or blocks that you have, love reading, anything you want in particular, or if you're interested in an energy healing tailored to whatever your needs are, then you can find those services at reikiwithrachel.com. So I am Rachel. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so let's get started. We'll do the 12 months first, then we'll get into the love, abundance, and career. Okay, the energy for the month of January, Capricorn, is envy. There's such a glare, and it's hard because I'm trying to get decent lighting without there being a glare, so I do apologize for that. Technology is not always my friend, so it's always a source of frustration for me. But it's so important getting the message out, right? So, envy for the month of January. What I'm feeling like is Capricorns, as any earth sign really, is very identified with the material plane. And whenever we do not see these manifestations occur in our reality, we get ourselves stuck, or Capricorns get ourselves stuck in a lack mindset. And that's really what I feel like there has been a bit of a lack mindset, maybe in 2018. Maybe you had really big plans at the beginning of 2018, and for certain reasons, it didn't pan out exactly the way that you expected. And so you got a little down, a little frustrated, and it also causes us to look out on our world and for it to look really gray and really glim. And so if you see in this card where this person is, it seems to be he's in a dungeon or she's in a dungeon, and it's gray and they're looking up. But if you look over here, it's this whole golden city that's right there. All they have to do is walk out of this dungeon that they're in, but this person isn't able to see that because they're just not looking in the right direction. And that's what happens when we get stuck in this place of envy, in a place of lack. We look at what others have, and instead of creating positive feelings in us, like, well, if they can have that, then we can have that, it creates this envious, like, how come they can have it and I can't? And really that creates such an energy, a focused energy on lack, that we're not able to receive proper guidance, and we're not able to see, right outside the window what is available for us. So during the month of January, if you've been experiencing this in the month of 2000 or in the year of 2018, then the month of January is your time to shift this out of a place of lack, out of this place of pessimism, really. And I know that sometimes Capricorns can get stuck in that. This realistic kind of thinking that tends to be a little pessimistic in nature, and that's not at all like a blow at any Capricorns. I love Capricorns, I really do. But it's just a trait that you tend to have sometimes. So it's really a time to shift out of any of those patterns that are taking you away from your true power and kind of pulling you into this place of lack. Yeah. So, the month of February, you got action. And I don't know if you can see, but it's number 17. So 17 to me always is a very spiritually guided number. What I'm feeling like is the month of January, you are shifting your focus. And by shifting your focus, you are able to see beyond what you were able to see before. You're able to see that palace over here. You're able to start getting that guidance. And by February, you're ready to take action on it. So if you get divine guidance, Capricorn, in the month of February, or even January, March, time is not linear. This is an overall projection. It's time to take action on it. If you feel that momentum building, then act on it then. And I'm feeling like February is going to be a time for that. Let's look and see what March is. Okay, so 2 cards came out for March. You got Deceit and you got Blossoming Abundance. What I really feel like with these 2 cards is you're taking action. So you're kind of getting out of this lack mentality. You're getting out of this envious sort of space. You're stepping into your power and you're like, I'm going to take action. But then after that, some old patterns come in. So like maybe you take action and things don't pan out, boom, right away. And so what happens is those old energy patterns, old thought patterns come in and begin to deceive you. Like, this wasn't the right action. It's not going to work out. But underneath the deceit card is blossoming abundance. So if you can recognize those thoughts as just old patterns, as more pessimistic thoughts, they're not the absolute truth, because none of us are fortune tellers. Well, I mean, I guess some are fortune tellers. Some are like more intuitive. But what I'm saying is, when we get stuck in our anxieties, when we get stuck in our fears, when we get stuck in these negative thoughts, we're not tuning into our guidance. We're not tuning into our intuition. We're tuning into these deceitful thoughts. Beneath these deceitful thoughts is blossoming abundance. It's just your lesson that you have to learn. It's just a path of spiritual growth. So if you take action, Capricorn, be patient. Don't automatically expect everything to work out. The action that you took during the month of February might not lead to immediate abundance, but it's a step on your path that is. So don't allow yourself to get sucked back into those old patterns or old thoughts. Okay. Oh, these are good. So the month of April, you got door to spirit, door to value. So there is, at the beginning of spring, I'm really feeling like your intuition is just opening up, because you've begun to recognize what are old patterns that don't serve you and what are patterns that do serve you. And you're opening up this intuition, you're opening up your door to spirit, the door to your guidance. And with that is when you're starting to see the actual dollars manifest. It's going to take some patience here. It's just going to take some patience. But you're learning spiritual lessons. What spirit is telling you in this process is, as of right now, we're just not quite ready for it. And that's okay. There's divine timing. But through action, through choosing your guidance over the deceitful thoughts, you are opening up the door to your intuition, to this guidance, and you're seeing these manifestations, Capricorn. All right, let's see what else we have in spring. Oh, Capricorn, spring is going to be good for you. Okay, so you got the temple path, and the Victory card. Temple Path is really talking about, again, like those spirit guides, the help from the divine, you're being guided. This is absolutely the path that you should be on. It's the path that is your best spiritual path, personal path, fulfilling path. And we'll see what the cards say in terms of like abundance and life purpose. But your overall energy, the path you're on is absolutely right. And right after the financial abundance in the month of April, you're getting the Victory card. And this Victory card is coming from this higher guidance. She has that crown on her head. This is very crown chakra kind of energy that is opening yourself up to this guidance. This is trust, just trusting. And I know that that can be really hard for you, Capricorn. I'm a Taurus, so I understand. I understand the struggle of an earth sign, okay? And us being so uncomfortable with just trusting. But you do. You do. The energy is showing you that you are trusting. You're on the right path, and it's leading not only to financial abundance, but to victory in your self-healing, to victory in, we'll see with the relationship cards, but I'm feeling like relationships, like a lot of things, if you follow where the energy is taking you and not allowing things like the envy and the deceit to keep you stuck, because you have to remember that this is an energy flow. So we can stay in envy for the whole year if we choose. We can vacillate between envy and deceit if we choose. That's where our free will comes in. But if we allow ourselves to flow with the energy, then we are rewarded in this material plane. Okay, June, the thinking man. To me, this is really kind of planning where you're going next. So he is holding a crystal. And to me, that's immediately what I'm drawn to, and it reminds me of a crystal ball. And it's kind of like thinking and strategizing, where are my next steps? Like, so you took this action, you're seeing how far you've come. June is kind of a time like, what's next? And let's see what's next in July. Okay. We have some hostilities here. I'm feeling like you're being a little guarded, possibly. That's how I feel like hostilities. I'm not so sure if this is hostilities with another person, although for some people it can be. That's not meant to scare you. What this card is coming to tell you is, I feel like you're preparing for a fight here. And this could be with yourself. That could be with somebody else. But it's not... like you're trying to guard yourself. Like it's almost like you've gotten to this point, you've come so far, and now there's like this next step. There's a next step, and you're fighting with yourself about it. Because right here, there's a path right behind this person holding a sword. And this path is full of light. We don't know where it's going to lead. There's steps leading up to it. This is just another stage on your healing, Capricorn. It's just another stage on your healing. And it's a place where you have a choice. I want to pull another card. I want to see what this hostilities is trying to, see if we can get any more clarification on it. Okay. Thank you. The world. There's a bigger picture here. There's a bigger picture than what you are seeing in the summer. So, you're getting in your head, you're trying to strategize where you're going for the future. And you become a little possibly narrow-minded, like singularly focused on one thing, and it causes you to be like a little defensive. But there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture. And once you can get out of this defensiveness, then it starts to open up again. So this is just like another level. This is another level on the journey this year. And this doesn't have to be a huge thing. Like it can just be, sometimes it's just one small incident. And we have a choice. And you can choose to stay in defensiveness for a long time. Or you can choose to go and meditate. I'm getting that. If you feel like your ego is acting up, if you feel like you're really in your head, it's time to take a step back. It's time to take a step back and meditate, because then you can see. You can see that anything that's happening is just contrast, and you can choose your path. Let's see what happens after this. Oh, okay. Okay. Journey and caring connections. So this could be, if there was hostilities with somebody else, this is talking about a resolution. So it's like you can get so in your head, and it's encouraging you not to get in your head, because there's a resolution when you can take a step back and see the world for what it is. What I'm seeing also is you know you have to take the next step, but your ego and your old patterns are fighting it. When you can see the bigger picture, then you're progressing on your journey. And this can be like an actual move. I'm seeing a few things, since this is a collective reading, and take what applies to you. And if nothing applies, then this isn't, then there's a different message in here for you. This could be physically moving. It could be moving in with a partner, or it can be moving in a partnership and moving in a relationship. Don't allow little blips in anything in the summertime to cloud your vision and to cause you to stay in this hostile state for too long, because it's like you're fighting against what you need to do next. But what you need to do next is beautiful, and it's leading you to what you want. Now, this caring connection can also be a business partnership. It can be a friendship. But it's just like this union. It's just this love. This journey is taking you on. And again, like I'm really seeing, like for some people, there might be a physical move. There might be a physical move towards the end of summer. Or there could be a very strong move towards your career, or a very strong move towards a relationship, like an engagement, moving in together, or just like a deepening level of a relationship. Okay. September. Adjacent possibilities. So this so much goes along with the world card. It goes along with the journey card. What this is saying is there's multiple different ways that you can go. There's multiple different places where you can focus your energy going into the fall. Do not get stuck trying to find the right answer. And I know that, a lot of Capricorns can be very logical, trying to, dissect things, what makes the most sense. And so we can get stuck in this pattern, but it's a journey, and there's multiple avenues. So if you have intuitions, but maybe that intuition doesn't make sense, don't doubt it. It can just be one step along your journey. It's not like the end all of everything for you, Capricorn. Okay, October. Patience. Right after adjacent possibilities. So I feel like you're going on a journey towards the end of summer. And then it's kind of like, well, what do I do next? I made this move. What is next? And what the cards are telling you is it's going to work out. Just have a little patience, Capricorn. Just have a little patience. You have a lot of movement here. It's just the ebb and the flow of life of this year. You have movement, and then you have some contemplation time. Then you have movement, then you have some contemplation time. Let's see what the end of the year. Walking away came in reverse. I want to actually read from the book for this one. right. Walking away in reverse. This card reversed signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or relationship that no longer resonates with you, yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all factors in this present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations. However, fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interest. You may also be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and responsibility to let go of the thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move towards greater happiness. Let's get some clarification on this card for you, Capricorn, because this can mean a lot of things. This can really mean a lot of things with this adjacent. I mean, just seeing the adjacent possibilities, patience, and then walking away, you might want to be walking away, but it came right after this patience card. It came right after that patience card. So to me, this is saying, hold off. Do not throw in the towel yet, but let's see what it's pertaining to for the Capricorns watching this. What is this pertaining to for the Capricorns? Goddess of the Moon. It's talking all about intuition. If something is not working out, so you go on this journey and then possibly it didn't pan out exactly how you logically thought it would, there's that temptation to say, F it, like just screw this, I'm done. But that comes from fear, and what you're being encouraged to do with this Goddess of the Moon is tune into your intuition. You have to get out of that fear before your intuition can kick in. It's not time to walk away. That's what I'm getting here. It is not time to walk away while you are in a place of fear. Now, if you do some meditation and you still are getting this guidance, then yes, that will be the proper time, but make sure to do it from a place of intuition. Okay, so the last cards that we got for December were Man Holding a Heart, Storm Warning, and Strategy in reverse. So, again, I feel like you are being encouraged to come from your heart. And this can be very hard for a lot of Capricorns who like to be very much in their head, like logical, like it has to logically make sense, but you're being encouraged to step into your heart. And there's a storm warning when you try to overanalyze, when you try to strategize too much. So that's the month of December. Like I feel like towards the end of the year, you've made progress in some areas of your life. You've taken some risks that weren't easy to take, and then it kind of got you to a place where questioning, like, is this right? Should I have taken these risks? And what it's saying here, drop into your intuition, drop into your heart, because you have a storm warning. This is a warning if you're trying to strategize and plan and overanalyze too much. It's not the time to do this towards the end of the year. It's more of a time to, I'm just feeling like towards the end of the year, you want to just see how far you've come. You want to be grateful for everything that you have earned this year, everything you've gotten this year, all the growth that you've made, instead of constantly being like, what is next? What do I do next? Because when you get into that place, then it takes you out of your center, and it's not going to lead you to the best possible place for you. Okay, so let's see what love and relationships have for you this year. So the first card you got was, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy to all. I feel like this is coming from the Envy card. This is the beginning of the year, and you're struggling with this deceit. And also like going into spring with the door to spirit, the door to abundance, like all of this is teaching you it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Love is the highest energy of all. Your lack mentality, your deceitful thoughts, challenge it. They challenge it. They say, no, 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 stay safe, protect yourself. Protect yourself, Capricorn. That's what these tell you. And they're doing that to give you the contrast that you need to know that it is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to love others. It is safe for you to open your heart. It is safe for you to love yourself, to love what you do, to unguard your heart a little bit. And that's the lesson that you have for the beginning of this year with all these things that are going on. That's what you're learning. The second card, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this can be multiple things. It's not meant to scare anybody. This could be releasing somebody from your life that you know and you have known for a long time does not serve you. And that's where possibly the hostilities could come in, the journey could come in, but that's just for some people, and that's not meant to scare you at all. Another part of releasing your ex is releasing the pain from past relationships, okay? And that pain that causes you to doubt if a relationship will work out. The pain that causes you to be hostile, and maybe you're in a good relationship, but you had this hostility that comes from this old energy that you had from past relationships, and it's not serving you. It comes right after it is safe to love. It is safe to love. It's time to release these old patterns, these old thought patterns, these old emotional patterns that are holding you back. And it could be some karma clearing too. Clearing out exes from this lifetime, from past lifetimes. And the last card that you got is soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. You could be, and the last card that you got from the reading is man holding a heart, which very often can indicate a loving relationship, a soulmate relationship. Just beware of the storm warning when you try to overanalyze and plan everything. It's time to trust. It's time to release what doesn't serve you. So this can be a soulmate coming in. This could be what this journey is about. You got the journey and carrying connections. This could be a soulmate. It could be somebody in your life right now. It could be a relationship that you're in right now, and you know you just had to get over some of these things, and then you realize that, oh my gosh, this is my soulmate. It was just these past negative patterns, probably on both of your parts, that were holding you back from fully expressing the soulmate relationship. If you know you're in the relationship with your soulmate, this is just verification of it and saying, like, these are just a couple things that could strengthen your relationship. So if you're good with your relationship, all these cards are saying is these are some things that can help make it even better. Allow yourself to be loved and release any old patterns that you are still holding on to of past relationships. Okay, let's get into your abundance reading. All right, so the first card you got was gratitude list. Pay yourself first. Exercise to increase your energy. And let go of guilt. Gratitude list goes with this envy card. This is so much talking about abundance. And like how I was talking about getting in that lack mentality. It's time to be grateful for where you are right now and where you are going. The gratitude list card says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries of your mind, envy, deceit. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. I am feeling like Capricorns, make a gratitude list. Like start the new year off by making a list of everything that you are grateful for. This is shifting this energy. And you know, whenever I pulled this envy card, I so much felt an abundance kind of energy with it. Now it definitely could pertain to relationships and things like that. But what I immediately felt was that talking about the material world, talking about money, talking about houses and cars and vacations and things that you want, but you don't have. Creating a gratitude list shifts from that envious lack mentality to one of abundance. You then got to pay yourself first. It says, make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and in your future. Now, I feel like paying yourself first is a gesture. If you are like, how am I going to pay myself, or how I don't have enough money to save right now, what I always tell people is just give yourself $5 a month. It's not the money. It's, you know, $5 is nothing. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money. Well, I mean, it's $5. But what I'm saying is an actual $5 bill is nothing. It's the energy that makes it worth something. It's the worth and the value that we place on it as a society that makes it worth something. So it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but invest in yourself $5 every single month. And that shifts the energy. That is shifting to say, yes, I am important and I'm important enough to take this $5 and put it in my savings. And with this intention that I am telling the universe that I am open to receive more and for it to attract more abundance to me because I am worthy of it. It's all about, like, these first cards are just really shifting out of that lack mentality. And then you got the exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. So this is talking about actually exercising, like increasing your energy. But what I'm feeling with these cards is you're really just increasing your energy in terms of accepting abundance. And I feel like this is like the action card has to do with that. The journey card has to do with that. Like, so many, like any action that you take, this is like physical action. This is energy that you're putting into things. Do it so intentionally to say, like, I am putting this energy into my work, into what I want to do to increase my abundance. I'm putting my energy into buying a lottery ticket, if that's what it is, but genuinely put your energy into it. Keep your vibration high. And then state that you are open and receptive to get this energy back. And I just looked down at my camera and the time was 33:08, and 33, the numbers 3 are all about manifestations. And where was it? This blossoming abundance was number 3. And 8 is about abundance as well. Raise your vibration, put your energy into everything, and open yourself up to receive it back. And say to the universe, I open myself up to receive this energy back. When I put energy into, let's say, writing a book, we don't want to block it off. We want to write that book in the highest vibration that we possibly can, knowing and expecting that that will come back to us. Not putting any stipulations on it, not putting exact expectations on it, but just knowing that that energy will come back to us. And finally, you got let go of guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of beating yourself up. Envy, deceit, the thinking man, hostilities. Should I walk away? Should I not walk away? Having patience, like all this is talking about it. Let go. The past is the past. Old patterns are just old whirlpools of energy that we build up over this lifetime and past lifetimes. and you can transcend them, but you cannot transcend them if you are stuck on them, if you feel guilty, if you have a negative thought, if you find yourself being envious of another person and then you beat yourself up about it. That's just lowering your vibration. That's just kind of building into that lack mentality. Like, not only do I not have what I want, but I can't even get my vibration high. I can't even think positive. I'm like so focused on others, faster and faster and faster and faster. It's time to just release guilt. And over the course of this year, what I'm getting is you will be releasing a lot of these past patterns, and because you're going to be stepping into your power, Capricorn. So let's look finally and quickly, for the sake of time, at your life purpose, career, and success. You got law of attraction, open your heart to love, journaling, Mother Mary, express your inner truth. Okay. So immediately what I get from the first card, the law of attraction, keep your thoughts positive, surround yourself with positive people and situations that will attract more positivity into your life. Boom, there's the envy card. You're just shifting it. You're shifting out of the lack to this abundance mindset. Open your heart to love is the second card you got. The more you open your heart and pour love into your creations, the greater life force energy. The greater their life force energy. That's exactly what I was talking about in the abundance reading. Like, anything you do, pour your energy into it. That's going to result in success. It's going to result in abundance. Don't do it from this place of, oh, I don't want to do this, or like, even if you enjoy what you're doing, don't come from a place of fear, like, will this work out? Will this not work out? Those are the deceitful thoughts that are covering up that blossoming abundance. This card, open your heart to love, boom, squash it. Just squash it. Then you got journaling, and it's interesting because I said write a book, and I don't know where that came from. So for some of you, again, this might only pertain to one person. I feel like writing is something that you've wanted to do. Perhaps it's a blog, perhaps it's a book, some sort of like creation, like putting your words out there, using your words, which is a Capricorn thing, right? Yes, there's verification that yes, that is the right path for you and to go for it. But do it with love. Do it with positive energy. It says consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds confidence as a writer. So if you're not wanting to write, but you are on this path to find your life purpose, journal. Just journal about it. Write down every single idea. So often, how many ideas do you get a day that you're like, oh, that's a cool idea, but then you go about the job you're working now, or life with family and kids and whatnot, and then you just forget about it? Or how often do you have an idea that you quickly squash with logistics, with over strategizing? It's not a time to do that, Capricorn. It's a time to journal them. Allow the momentum to build around these ideas. Mother Mary, the Blessed Mother, is helping you with your divine purpose. You are being looked out for. You are being looked out for. You got so much about divine guidance in this reading, and getting out of your own head and allowing the guidance in. And the cards for your life purpose and success are just verifying it. And then you got to express your inner truth. Your creative work shines brightest when it reflects your genuine feelings and thoughts. Again, that's coming from your higher self. That's not coming from these old patterns that we got into. What you are possibly going through this year, this is the last card. So it's probably coming into like the last part of the year. You're really focusing on switching your mindset, the law of attraction, opening your heart. This journaling could be starting your book. It's just like really creating this momentum around your ideas. And once you have these ideas, then Mother Mary and your angels and your guides are saying like, yes, these ideas that you jotted down in your journal, these ideas that you've been thinking about, they're divinely guided. They're part of your life purpose, and we're looking out for you. And then you get to the point where you actually can give them to the world. Express your inner truth. And it comes from this whole process, Capricorn. This whole process. And these two cards came underneath. So these are two lessons, okay? And it goes along with the whole reading. You got perfectionism and listen only to love. So throughout your life purpose, throughout this entire year, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle between you have to do things, you have to know the right answer, it has to be logical, it has to make sense, you have to know how it's going to end, and then this higher guidance that's coming from love that's saying, I'll read the card, don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. So, if I was to sum up one thing about your year, that's pretty much all of it. That's really what I'm getting your spiritual lesson is this year. And as you learn that underlying spiritual lesson, then your relationships blossom. It's safe for you to love. Last card, soulmate, Then your abundance blossoms, where you start with the law of attraction and that's your life purpose. Where is it? Where you start with a gratitude list, coming from that place of love. You're letting go of guilt. You're letting go of that need for perfectionism. Your life purpose, starting with that law of attraction and ending with being able to express your inner truth to the world without second guessing it. Okay. That's all I got for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, and you've not yet subscribed or liked or clicked on that bell so you get notifications when new things like this come out on my channel, I encourage you to do so. If you are interested in your own personal reading to see what this year holds, see what your personal blocks are, or an energy healing to help you really just shift your energy and get this year started right, you can find me at reikiwithrachel.com, as well as a free 30-minute Reiki healing download. You can get that on my website as well. Okay, I'm wishing you so much love and light and a beautiful 2019. Bye, Capricorn.